Hey guys, welcome back, and we are officially 3 months away from Captain Marvel hitting theaters in November. And honestly, I just don't even know what to think about this. Well, because it's not Captain Marvel 2 anymore. Remember, they already retconned that and decided to make it the Marvels, and include Kamala Khan and Monica Rambeau in there because pretty much everyone knew that this was not going to do the $1 billion that the first movie made, given the fact that this movie is no longer required reading for in-game. This is going to be something that has to stand on its own, basically being propped up by both the WandaVision TV show creating the character of Monica Rambeau and the TV show Miss Marvel, which had some of the lowest viewership of any of the Marvel shows on Disney Plus so far. So basically the hype for this movie is pretty much dead. Honestly, I think the most of the people that are excited for it are probably just YouTubers, people that do film reviews, or people like Nerdrotic, or geeks and gamers. I'm not seeing a lot of genuine hype for this movie, and to be honest, Phase 5 has been kind of a giant train wreck anyways. I mean, if you look at the films for Phase 5, so far you've had Guardians of the Galaxy 3, which was pretty decently received. It actually made some money. But Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania was a huge flop, right? Then you have the Marvels. Okay, so the rest of the movies for this phase are Deadpool 3, which is going to be... I don't know what to think about that one. Captain America Brave New World, no one's going to care. Thunderbolts, who? I mean, really? Blade 2025 now? And that movie is even questionable given the fact that there's a lot of questions about whether they had to rewrite the script, if Mahershala Ali is even happy with the direction they're taking the character. We've had Secret Invasion, which was dog crap. I Am Groot, I don't even think this show actually happened. It says 2022 TBA. Loki was Echo hasn't come out yet. I think it's actually going to get canceled or postponed at this point. Ironheart, yeah, people are real excited for that, right? So it's just been kind of a giant disaster. Phase 4 wasn't much better, and Phase 5 is just getting worse. But thank God they're going to make the Marvels wacky and silly compared to other MCU films. So this from the director of the film saying that, of course, superhero fatigue is absolutely real, which we all at this point know it is. There's no way that it's not. I mean, come on, let's be honest. The superhero fatigue is in full swing. People are just over it. And it's not just a matter of 2020 ruining the box office for every movie, or for the, people are still going to go back to the theater. I don't go to the theater that often, mainly because there's nothing worth watching. And also, I just don't really have the time. I don't really want to spend the money on it. But like, if there's a good old classic film at the $2, $4 Thursday movies, I'll go see that, whatever, that's fine. So, long story short, the director says, I think superhero fatigue absolutely exists. The biggest difference from the other MCU movies to date is that the Marvels is really wacky and silly. What, like Thor, Love and Thunder, or Ragnarok weren't silly? What the hell? What does that even mean? She says the worlds we go to in this movie are worlds unlike others you've seen in the MCU, bright worlds that you haven't seen before. Right, okay. So this, on top of the fact that they are trying really hard to spin, well, let's just kind of go from this here. They're trying to spin this as we're going to see a stronger and greater Nick Fury after Secret Invasion, which nobody watched. So now they're saying, this is coming from the director of Secret Invasion, that after his character arc in Secret Invasion, Nick Fury is going to come back with kind of like he's going to come back swinging, right? So the director from Secret Invasion says, I think it's a big love story, and I think it's Nick exploring his love for a lot of people. The most challenging one is that the fact that he fell in love and married a Skrull and battled his sense of other, living as a black man in America and living as an aging man in a more fit world. I think he's constantly exploring that sense of other and dealing with this love story that he's never quite reconciled. That's not why people want to watch Nick Fury. Look, I'm not a Samuel Jackson fan. I think he's a terrible actor. I think he plays the same character in every show, every movie he's in, and I don't like him. This has nothing to do with his politics. I've never understood why people put Samuel Jackson in movies, but he plays one character in everything he's in. That's what people expect. They don't want to see Samuel Jackson in this weird finding himself love story in some sort of Marvel show. That's not what they want, okay? And if you're trying to use this show, Secret Invasion, to sell the Marvels, not a good idea. Season 1 has a 50% audience score, 54% critic, and the season finale of Season 1, Episode 6 of Secret Invasion is all the way down to a 7% on the tomato meter, okay? 7%. Pitiful. Worst rated show ever. Nobody watched it, and the people who did hated it. So trying to sell the Marvels by using Secret Invasion as some sort of tie-in, really not going to work too well. Now we have the director yet again. Oh no, this is coming from the executive producer of the Marvels, saying the film was specifically designed so that women from all walks of life could relate to it. I definitely think it's worth pointing out that Brie Larson was famously quoted going into Captain Marvel. I think it was a movie that she was in, can't remember the name of it, saying how she didn't make the movie for 40-year-old white men, right? So that's the thing. They're trying to pitch this as being a movie full of diversity and diverse women from different walks of life. But Marvel, even to this point now, I mean, hell, it's 2023 and I get it, diversity, equality, gender inclusion, and all that crap. But the reality is the number one customer base of Marvel is still men. It's still male. So trying to spin your movie as if it's some sort of, rah-rah sisterhood because all these girls come from different walks of life doesn't really do much good for the overall fan base. On top of the fact that they've already gender swapped Marvel, who was it? The woman that played, her mentor. And then you had the freaking villain in this movie apparently is also gender swapped. It's like, this is ridiculous, okay? This is not going to put butts in the seats. People just don't care. They're not going to watch it. I could be wrong, but I think this is going to be a huge flop. Either way, let me know what you think down in the comments down below. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and we will see you on the next one.